Peace. This is Raheem Nasir with Aquatic Design, where image is information. Today I'm going to do a short video, I guess showing a day in the life of an independent systems administrator / network engineer. The purpose of this video is to try to inspire those of us who are independent minded, who prefer to do for self, who want financial independence and financial security, but are looking for avenues towards that end. I believe that information technology, among many other forms of technology, are prime candidates for people to learn and be able to matriculate at a professional level and generate substantial income for themselves and their families. We're going to begin on my desktop, and what we're going to do first is go into an email to give a little bit of background as far as this scenario that I'm going to work through. I'm going to scroll down and highlight a few facts or a few details about what's going on in this particular situation that I'm going to walk you through. Here you'll see a client who had posted on Craigslist points out a need for a Windows 2003 server expert. I reply, and he sent a series of emails back to me asking particular questions about his specific situation. One of the main points was he asked me my hourly rate. I don't know about you, but I like being a person who absolutely determines how much he makes per hour, and I'm not at the mercy of whatever it is that the job is offering. Further, I set my own hours. I let him know when I'll have time available, etc. It's a much better situation when you're doing business to business as opposed to being at the mercy of a potential employer. Employers essentially view you as their slave, and that's not something that my family wishes to endure any longer, certainly not after having done so for over 400 years. What I'm going to do here is on my laptop that I'm offering to people who want to learn this stuff, is I'm opening up a virtual PC that I use specifically for support. What I'm going to do is set up a log me in, is make sure, one, that his server is ready for log me in, because this client needs to be on the computer at the same time as me so that we're seeing the same thing as I get ready or prepare to actually fix his server. I want to make sure that I know where things are, and I want to make sure that we're on the same page as far as what I do, so that everything will go according to a specific plan and I'm not held liable for any destruction that may occur or may have already occurred before I got there. So I like to verify things with my client before I begin work, especially when it's in a remote scenario, which this most certainly is. This is Log Me In. What I'm doing is setting up a session on Log Me In, generating a key which is used to encrypt the transmission between my computer and the client computer, such that I can ultimately remote control that computer right from my home or McDonald's or wherever else I may be and have a live internet connection. There it is. I just generated the access key, which is what you give to the client when you're usually over the phone. But I've got a remote desktop terminal set up for his server, which I've just opened up. And as soon as it opens, we'll see his server's desktop. It's going to log me in, and there we are. Now I'm going to open up an internet browser and go to logmein123.com, which is the website that you go to connect to a Log Me In session. I'm doing this before I have him do it, just to verify that everything works and such that the call goes smoothly when I interact with my client. That's a lot better situation than something not quite working right, and then you're on the phone with a live client, and then you start to seem like you don't know what you're doing, even though this is just a common thing that may happen no matter who you are as far as your level of expertise and knowledge on any particular software or hardware platform. I like to make sure everything works right, so it seems like I'm on top of my game at all times, and it's a technique that I strongly recommend to anyone else wishing to pursue a career in information technology. I'm downloading the applet to his computer, getting everything set up for him. That way when he connects to my LogMeIn session, it'll be seamless and he won't have to go through very many steps. And again, this is a virtual PC that I'm working on creating the LogMeIn session. I have a remote desktop session going on, all from within a Linux platform on a laptop that has 16 gigabytes of RAM and 8 processor cores. I don't care how good a MacBook says it is, it cannot hang with my computer. And the Mac OS is a variant of Unix, just like Linux is. So you've got pretty much the same operating system kernel, which is why my computer is virus free, which is why my computer experiences perfect stability and I can run multiple desktops on my computer at the same time. As you see, the two desktops match up perfectly. That's because the remote sessions are in place. I'm verifying it. I'm going to check out a little internet stuff. It seems to be working because both screens are showing the exact same thing. And there it is. Desktops match. Everything's working just fine. I'm going to switch to another desktop on my laptop and show a few things here. Here is performance monitor or system monitor, where you can actually see your processor's usage, how much RAM you've used, etc. As I say, I have 8 processor cores on my laptop, and each one of the squiggly lines in the top section is the threading that's going on each processor. And as you see, with all of this going on, they're getting a little bit of a workout, especially since I'm videoing, I'm video capturing everything that's going on as I do it, which of course takes up a lot of CPU power as well, because I wanted the video to be, decent quality. But there we are. The RAM is but halfway used. So we've still got a lot more room. That's why everything is running pretty smoothly, even though I'm capturing everything on film. But this is pretty much a day in the life. Hopefully it inspired someone to at least consider this as a worthy platform to learn on, and a worthy, I would say, career endeavor moving forward in your lives. This is Raheem Nasir from Aquatic Design, where image is information. Thank you for watching.